So it is a blow for them. I think, you know, he's probably the one player that Roy Hodgson wants permanently fit. He gives them something different, doesn't he? But they're still a good team, and as Pep Guardiola mentioned, Man City have trouble beating this team. They will come and defend, and obviously try to hit them on the pace with the likes of Eze and Ayew.
And real incentive for City, Maka, to go second. They've won 7 in a row in all competitions.
Yes, and the fact that they've got a deep squad. You look at the bench: Rodrigo, Torres, Mendy, Mahrez, Cancelo, Foden. It's brilliant for Pep that he can just make these changes in and out of games.
Into midfield, and Jordan Ayew will lead the attack. Any issues at all, do you think, for City here, Paul? This evening for Manchester City, Walker's back in defence, Fernandinho to skipper the team, Jesus and Sterling in attack. Big news for Crystal Palace, no Wilf Zaha after getting a knock at the Emirates in the week. Cahill comes into defence, McCarthy into midfield, and Jordan Ayew will lead the attack.
And there's no room for racism. So this today. Yes, getting on the end. It's Fernandinho. Gundogan. Visiting team over the last 2 or 3 seasons. Unbeaten in. Fought away that for De Bruyne. Guaita didn't know whether to. Lovely turn around the corner. Silva. Tompkins across.
Manchester City way, but sometimes things just have to be defended.
More air underneath this delivery, again intended. John Stones allowing it to run through towards Raheem Sterling, who will try and deliver enough. Over the top by Zinchenko. De Bruyne. It's a peach of a pass as well, setting up Gundogan. Come back for Silva again. Nice shape on the ball in. Oh, Walker wrapped his foot around that before it had gone out of play. Palace. Stones trying to get free. It was really whacked. Ciity once in his last 7 starts. At the other end, essential there from Joel. Andros Townsend was at this end of the ground, but he scored his spectacular goal. Unable to find the. Today will be wholly dependent on what happens here this evening. Ederson off his line. Has been beaten from.
He's accomplished that.
Now Pep turns 50 tomorrow. For him to try and take on Mitchell. It's Walker that supplies the delivery, but too much on. Mitchell holding it up. De Bruyne with the ball inside the penalty.
Gundogan trying his luck as well. Cahill blocked that. Back into a crowd of players with real ferocity.
Gundogan, De Bruyne, Kevin De Bruyne trying to open it up. And it looked as though it took a deflection. And Sterling gets it back out from whence it came. Oh, scooting beautifully from De Bruyne. What a cross that is! John Stones finishes it off, but it's all about the quality of the delivery. Bent in with the outside of the right foot to perfection.
What a cross that was from Kevin De Bruyne. John Stones.
Sterling for Kevin De Bruyne, just trying to put it on a plate for Sterling, and Joel Ward read his intention. The City back line.
Quickly.
Here's Ayew as Palace look for an immediate response. And instead of John Stones' goal, it's a gorgeous ball in.
Channels or showing a bit of magic, and Townsend and him linking up.
It's in by Bernardo, it's a lovely touch. Gundogan, Jesus coming to meet it. And Tompkins defending. Now, poor challenge on De Bruyne.
Very spot on. John Stones puts it away.
Number of passes that they've had, more than 3 times as many as Palace. Who's a relatively poor accuracy as the Palace back line to push out. Tompkins does what he does so well. He thought that it.
Well, there may have been just the 1 goal in that first half, but Manchester City in total control.
In their last 2 here against Crystal Palace, drawing the last, losing the other. But here that goal from John Stones, who was given his debut. Bruyne again, and that one took a flick off Mitchell.
It's been a fast start from City, I'm sure.
Has put them in a position for which they are prepared to go up to second place. Sterling's ball across. And Bernardo Silva, Kevin De Bruyne, the Manchester City goal. Here comes another corner. Stones had turned his back on that one. Comes out to Bernardo Silva. And it flashed across in front of Stones again, and James McCarthy was able to turn on it. Tight area for the link-up, but he held on to it originally. He did all that he could in. Here's Fernandinho looking to play in Raheem Sterling again, but what about that confrontation between Sterling and Mitt? Here's Gundogan, run by Tompkins, and the free kick. De Bruyne that time was hanging back at the edge, but this is Gundogan! Oh, what a finish! A goal of perfection from İlkay Gundogan, who picked his spot and arrowed it in there.
Well, as soon as he takes possession, he's only got one thing on his mind, that's to get the ball into a position where he can whip it into that top corner. Now, initially do well to clear their lines, but then Townsend loses the ball to Gundogan. As I say, he just gets that ball set up so he can shoot. He's not...
Ward, Ayew drags it against Ruben Dias, and Palace finally do get on the front foot. Oh, the goalkeeper's taking a chance here against Jesus and gets away with it. Gabriel Jesus, De Bruyne! Well, he deserves to be on the score sheet himself. De Bruyne's corner, Dias with a header straight at the goalkeeper, and what a day this is turning out to be for John Stones! He's got another!
Well, if one City centre-half doesn't get you, the other one will. Such quick reactions. Well, striking reactions here from John Stones. As the ball comes back off Guaita, how quickly he's alive to the breaking of the ball. He's there first and absolutely smashes it in. He can't believe it.
From Guaita, Foden has found his man. There's a push right on the edge by James McCarthy. It's Sterling! It's magnificent! Inch perfect!
Well, City set up that two-man wall, and that makes probably Palace think, and Guaita think, that he's going to strike it and those two players, but he actually starts the ball off a lot wider towards the top corner. That was always in his mind, so the wall is a bit of a distraction for the goalkeeper, because he's expecting it to be coming.
It's gone for a throw-in. Israel, final change. Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though not quite able.